Hello, today on EsperaceShips, we have 3 main articles this week. The 3 articles are the new 6th successful landing of SpaceX rocket on a ship. Also, a salvage team boards a grounded oil rig, and a sightseeing cruise in the Boston Harbor hits 3 other vessels due to mechanical failure. So this is a new style of video. As you can probably tell if you've been a fan or if you've watched any of my other videos, I've never done a face video. Face cam, I haven't done that type of thing. And for the most part, it's probably because I didn't have a good space to do it, or a good time, or a good camera. Well, guess what? I got all 3 of those things now. I also have a good information source, and I figured, why should I be scared to show my face on camera? There is no purpose to it at all to be scared, other than getting made fun of, being blackmailed, or being told that I shouldn't be on YouTube because I'm my age. Well, okay, let's get into it, because you guys really don't care about what I have to say, how I feel, or maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But that's not what matters on this channel. What matters is shipping news. So, first let's get started out with this new SpaceX landing. So, today, SpaceX, not today. Well, let's see here. Today, the SpaceX, it's actually their 6th successful landing. And the 6th successful SpaceX lands again. Let's let this load for a moment. So, the private spaceflight company landed its Falcon 9 rocket for the 6th time in the last 8 months, early Sunday morning, August 14th, pulling off defeat during the successful launch of the JSAT-16 commercial communications satellite. That sounds pretty interesting to me. I mean, hey, it's a rocket ship, EsperaceShips, but why do I even bother to make funny puns? So, the 2-stage Falcon 9 rocket lifted off from Florida's Cape Canaveral Air Force Station at 1:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, carrying a JSAT-16 satellite towards a distant geosynchronous transfer orbit. Less than 9 minutes later, the rocket's first stage came back for a pinpoint landing on the deck of a robotic ship called, Of Course I Still Love You, which was stationed in the Atlantic Ocean a few hundred miles off the Floridan coast. This is a pretty interesting feat, even though it's a 6 feet. Is that considered a feat? I wouldn't think so. Maybe. Probably. But it's their 6th time, so I'm not going to consider it a feat. I got this information from Scientific American, which I'll put the link in below. Also put a picture to the right of me of this landing. Threw out earlier. I should put it up earlier. Also, so the second one is the salvage team boards the oil rig. So most of you think an oil rig, right? It's stationed to the ground in the middle of the ocean. That's what most people think. However, as I'm going to show you with a video to the right of me right here, that tends to be actually false. An oil rig is a moving vessel like any other ship, like cargo ship, oil ship. These oil rigs actually float and move around to get to the location where they're at. They do anchor themselves to the ground using long anchors, but doesn't always work sometimes. So this salvage team boards a stricken drilling rig, oil rig, in Scotland. So on August 16th, which is today, the team of 14 salvagers remains on the board of Transocean Winner drilling rig, which is grounded on the Isle of Lewis. It was grounded on August 8th. The team is continuing its assessment of the damage, and is also working to make sure the connections for the tow lines it's still connected. They want to make sure before they take this oil rig off the coast that it's secure, that way when they take it off it won't sink and that it won't get disconnected and float back into the coast again. So it's expected by the end of the day that they'll be able to tow the stricken oil rig off of the coast of Scotland. Also, in other news, in Boston Harbor, as they like to say it, a sightseeing vessel actually crashed into 3 other vessels due to an engine failure, and maritime people are currently investigating this. A Boston Harbor cruise line sightseeing boat smashed into 3 other vessels Saturday afternoon after suffering a mechanical failure as it is approached by Boston's Long Wharf Pier. According to the Coast Guard, the BHG passenger vessel Regency, allied with 2 other Boston Harbor cruise ships, the Rookie and Aura. Let's look more into this. So, I'm also getting this information from G Captain. If you're interested, you can visit this website. I really recommend it if you're a ship person, because it gives you the latest shipping news only a week behind. Beautiful picture right there. I'll put that up for you in the video. It just shows the courthouse where the Boston bomber was taken. It was this big glass window that you see right there. It was actually meant to show people what they're going to see for their last time of freedom, because if you go there, you can pretty much expect you're not getting out. So, okay. Video froze. Oh, well. So anyways, the Coast Guard is investigating this at the current moment. I will fill you in more on next videos. But if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below. And maybe leave a comment and tell me, should I do this type of video again? Because if I should, I will. And thank you very much for watching EsperaceShips today, and have a good day.